Hello game players, welcome to Winter Falls. It's a short narration game, don't know how long it'll last, but it involves me returning back to my hometown after 20 years that it was burnt to the ground. And I gotta find out what happened to it. Something is gnawing at me and I gotta figure all this out. I wonder if this will involve my death. And I hope not. Alright, let's go straight for this. As there is narration involved, again, the camera is up here. So, yep, there we go. Words are normally at the bottom. 20 years have passed since we left the town. We left Winter Falls when I was 10 years old. That was when the Great Fire left most of the city in ruins. I still remember that day in every detail. I remember how my father helped me get out of the house before the floor went down. Him with it. I never saw anything sinister with the event though. But as I thought back on it, I got a feeling that something terrible was behind it. For a month or so, I had been having these terrible dreams about the town. I know that they were extremely vivid, and they had something to do with Winter Falls, but I can't seem to remember the details. After a month of little to no sleep, I decided to travel back to the town, back to where it all began. I had an old golden pocket watch that was inherited from my father. I did not know why, but I decided to bring it with me, even though it didn't work. As the vibrant sun was getting fainter, and the trees were passing by my car window, I noticed that the watch was working again. It was a strange event, but it was nothing compared to what would come. Good start. Alright. Okay. I assume I move and do the dialogue at the same time then. Winter Falls looked just like I remembered it, but at the same time completely different. Last time I saw this street was when my mother and I left in our car, and I watched as the houses got engulfed in the infernal flames. Now there was only ruins left where the house was standing. Oddly enough, they seemed completely untouched since the fire, like a mirror back in time, only much more distorted and tainted. Yeah, I thought they were wreckage, although it's a bit dark for me to see. There seems to be a building in the far distance that looks fine. So yes, it's this guy's first game as well, first complete game in the Unreal Engine. He did advise that you need a pretty powerful computer in order to run it, but unfortunately with the Unreal Engine, if you don't optimize the games very well, they do require mass amounts of space and a really powerful processor, so that's the only downside really to the Unreal Engine, but my computer seems to be handling it very well. Not surprising, I got quite a good machine. Alright, these buildings look perfectly fine, but it's all the buildings over here that look burnt. I saw a large school building on my right, and it almost looked like it had gone back in my days there. The fire had spared those large brick buildings. They were mostly intact. Oh, that's fire damage. I thought they were shadows. I remember a back door into the school somewhere on this side, and figured that I could take a shortcut through the abandoned school. I see where this is going. Hey, what's this stuff? Got a bucket. Can I get that? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I got an inventory. I forgot about that. Yeah, so there's my pocket watch. I don't think I can do anything with it. I can't pick that up. I suppose we'll go. How horrific is this gonna get? Didn't mention anything about horrifics, but I'm getting that impression. First thing I saw as I walked through the door was a large ominous blood stain. Where? Was someone killed here? Was there still someone here? Murdering anyone who came too close. I tried to shut these thoughts out as I continued through the otherwise clean and untouched corridor. There's the blood stain. Wish I had a torch. The door was locked. As I turned around, I saw something moving back there. Ooh. There was a strange-looking entity rising from the floor. It looked like a person, but made of blood. It slowly walked towards me, every step giving a terrible noise. I had to find a way out of here. Okay, fair enough. Oh man, I can't see. Whatever it is, it's following me. Lockers of some sort. I felt the floor crumble beneath me or something like that. As I looked around me, I came to the realization that I was in a tunnel dug on the ground. The walls were made of dirt and gravel. I got an uncanny feeling of being watched and decided to move on through the dark maze. I found my phone and used it as a light. Good. What was this thing? Was I seeing things? Going insane? Or was it something real? I couldn't decide on what was the best alternative. A bit hard for me to see the text with the light over it, but I've got the graphics quality set on maximum as well for everything, so most likely that's probably going to dim things a bit with all the shadows. Oh, hang on. Oh, when I walked through the tunnel, I tried to peek. When I walked through the tunnel, I tried to piece the events together into something sensible. I just couldn't. I'm going to keep moving. What has happened in this town? Is this to do with the fire? As I thought of it, there wasn't any explanation. An explanation for why the town burned down. In front of me there was a wall, cracked with an opening just large enough for me. The room was damp, and it didn't have a lot of light shining into it. Where was this? Well, I found this place. Obviously, there's something behind here. Or up there. Huh? Ah! There was a hidden room behind one of the walls. There was salt along the walls. Why? I don't know much about the supernatural, but could see that this was protection from a demon. There was a book on the desk. Pages only had one sentence repeated over them. Forgive me, Father. Can I read it? Nope. Ah. I pulled the rope connected to the ceiling, and I heard a noise in the other room. Okay, they're lights. Okay, that's right. Oh, I wonder what they were then. Ah, ladder. I'll take it. Am I doing alright? I think I'm doing alright. I finally knew where I was. I was in the church. It was completely untouched by both flames and time. It looked like everyone just left the place and never came back. I felt a weird smell, like of oranges. Whoa. I suddenly got some sort of vision, where I could see three things: a pocket watch, a cross, and a gold bar. What was that? I put it on my mind, struggling to comprehend what was going on, or something real. A clue. I've clearly got to find... I've got the pocket watch already, so I need to find a cross and a gold bar. Dude, gold bars are heavy. Well, I don't think anything's here. It's too dark, but there is a book here. On the priest's desk, there was a journal that still was completely intact. It was already open and revealed a page saying... May 14th, 997. That's a code, isn't it? I know that's going to be a code for something. I saw him again. The memories are coming back. It was 20 years ago. The four of us found the gold. It was 20 years ago John died. I knew it was an accident, but we are not innocent. As a dark voice guided us down into the cave hidden under the old temple, we found the cursed gold. We were young back then. We were only 20 years. We saw the riches of our lives and fortune ahead of us. After we had picked up most of the gold, I spotted a bag in the darkest corner of the cave. I presumed it contained gold and told John, who had the least gold with him, to pick it up. As he lifted it, the cave collapsed on him. I could still hear the dark voice laugh. Dark voice laugh? So the guy following me is John? I saw a golden cross on the table. A golden cross? Just the one I saw in my vision. I picked it up. I've got a cross and I've got the note. Okay, good. And the pocket watch. Where's the gold? Just missing the gold, but there's a door here. That wasn't there before. I'll take that. There we go. Right. I think I'm doing alright. Right, so I think the guy in pursuit of me is either my father or... Is John my father? I don't know. Most likely it's this... Most likely it's the same person. So I'll go along with the assumption it's the same person. It's my father. Yeah, it's most likely John. Ah! That building looks prominent. I don't think I can go into any of these buildings. I suppose that's fine. Yeah, I think I've got to go inside that building. Before I do, I'll take a quick look around my surroundings. Make sure... Oh. Oh, there is something there. Let's have a quick look at what this is before I do anything else. My father's cinema looked pretty much like when I was a child. It also survived the fire. It's like my second home, where I spent a lot of time with my friends watching movies, both new and old. My father's cinema? I think he means it's just the one where he went to. Get that clown face away from me. The swing. Oh, that looks pretty scary. Oh, I can go inside here as well. Okay. There can't be anything important in the cinema, can there? Can I get out of the cinema? I'm hoping so. The dark corridors didn't feel welcoming or filled with excitement anymore. I got an ominous feeling of being watched again. Ah, damn! The only door that was open was the one leading into Dad's office. Oh, he likes this film. On his desk there was a note. It was written similarly to the priest's note. It said, I think I saw John today. I can't get rid of the guilt of being a part of his death. I don't think keeping his death a secret was a good idea. We simply got manipulated by the gold, and it was finally time to pay the price. But I think that the deep voice we heard in the cave is the one to blame. I know that he is responsible for John's death, and I think that he will rise soon if we don't do anything about it. Oh no, there's two different people here. We need to return what he gave us. I won't let my son get hurt because of our greed. Will. Ah, so our father is Will. Right. Oh, I picked up something. Ah, some sort of cog. Ah, reading my father's words was somehow comforting. And it held a clue of what I must do. On the desk there was a part of a circular item made of part stone and part gold. I took it with me. Ah, so I think I'm going to go into each building. Oh, that's dark. Oh, there we go. I think I've got to go into each building that I find and collect a vital piece. Right, so let's go inside that smaller building I saw. It's starting to get very dark, isn't it? But I'm liking this game. Alright, let's see what this is. I don't think anything's going to kill me. I say that and there's a blood guy after me. Surprisingly, the doors were not locked, like in the church. Everything was preserved just like before the fire. I realized that if there is something important here in the bank, it must be in the vault. To get the vault to open, I needed the code. Gold, that's where I'll get the gold. Alright, let's take a look around here. We've got a calendar here. May 1997. I don't see any markings. What's this down here? Winter's Cafe. Okay. Oh. Press tab to open inventory. Ah, okay. We got a passcode here. Gear and gold. Alright, so it's May 14th, 1997 and gold. Oh, hang on. Alright, let's take a look. So. Right, so we've got the gold pocket watch here, and... No, it's not that note, is it? Here we go. Alright, May 14th, 1997. Okay, so date and gold. Well, where does the gold come in? There's 20 years here. Maybe it's 1997-20. Let's have a go. Oh, there's no 0. Okay. Let's try 14. Yeah, 1990. Oh, hang on. Only 4 numbers? 1997? Can't be that easy, is it? Wait a minute. Maybe it's 19... What was it again? 1997 minus 20 years. That's 1977. Aha! Ha! Ah, there's me overthinking it again. The vault was almost completely empty. There was only 3 things: a gold bar, a part of some weird item, and a note. Don't get locked in the cell now. May 15, 1997. Taking that gold was a mistake, as we did that we awakened something far bigger than ourselves. I have done extensive research to get some sort of comprehension of what we were dealing with, and I have come to a terrifying conclusion. It feels every 20 years, every year it wants more. It gets its taste from humans again 20 years ago. We'll be back soon. There is one good fact I have found though. It needs to spread objects from its world to ours to establish a connection to our world. It has been stopped before. We need to find the gold, but I'm afraid that it's already too late. I thought I saw John yesterday. I think it was some sort of warn. The note ended abruptly, like he'd been stopped in the middle of writing. If I remember correctly, May 15th was the day Winter Falls burned down. I picked up the gold bar and the item part. Let's have a look here. Right, so these two go together, but I don't think I combine them here, but it looks like I've got all the pieces. Okay, I'm going to have to go somewhere and assemble stuff, and let's be prepared to be chased. Right, now I got no idea where to go. Now, the bank was over there, cinema is over here, so I'm assuming the game thinks I'm resuming from here, so I should follow the pathway this way. You know, gold bars are pretty heavy. Ah, hang on a minute. Ooh. This place was strictly off limits, according to Dad, and therefore I never ventured here. It looked like I needed something to... Ah. Insert something into the stone. Okay. I couldn't believe that something like this existed in Winter Falls. I seem to be bobbing up and down. I wonder why. Oh. Hello. Whoa. I saw the abdominal creature. The sight of it was incomprehensible to the human mind. I couldn't breathe. Mash E or A. Oh, okay. Mashing E or A, in my case E, moves me forward. I saw it well. I knew I needed to drop the gold items in there. Okay, I think we'll do it quickly then. Oh. Cutscene? The first thing that came to mind was that I was dead. Then I realized that I was by my car, still in Winter Falls. I stopped it. It's gone. For now. I'll never come back here again. I liked that. That was a good game. Not bad for your first full game as well. There were a couple of issues, but just minor things really. It's just that I think it's slightly dark, but also the bits where the red guy is chasing me and the moment I went into that dark area, I think he caught me at the same time I went in there, so the game didn't load. But apart from that, overall, I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for joining me for this amazing game. If you want to play it yourself, the link is below, and I'll see you soon. Keep playing.